was right in front of me, and I did not notice.
Hey, y'all, we are live on the StreamYard.
Ooh, live
Or
on
YouTube.
StreamYard.
Exciting.
YouTube.
What up, YouTube?
Hey, y'all.
Hi, YouTube.
Episode 21. Ooh, you hear that sexy voice? Yes.
21. Oh my god, that meme is so old. Have you ever seen that meme? The 21 meme? I forgot. Like it's like this kid doing math, but he's doing it so incorrectly. I have to find the video and send it to you. It's been like 2 years since it was relevant, but you said 21 and it popped up.
Yep, that's how it.
All right, you ready?
How it comes up. Yes.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
We ready. Welcome to Sexual Frequency, a non-judgmental place where we can play, explore, and vibe into the new paradigm of intimacy and sexuality together. I'm your host, Goddess Lore, and tonight we're exploring our erotic blueprint. Ooh, we're going to give some common language to the ways in which we desire to engage when it comes to sex and erotic energy. If you want to join the convo, go ahead and take the quiz real quick. It's linked in my bio, and I think it's linked to my Lotus Hustle Life also, and Lotus Hustle on IG. Take the quiz real quick. It's really fast. And let us know, because we want to know what your erotic blueprint is also. We're back in the studio, and Rick Rock with the Hard Cock, he's back from DC.
What up,
baby.
y'all? Yeah.
How was your trip?
It was good. Short but sweet. So, it was
Give
fun.
us a highlight.
Well, hanging out with all the old timers, all the Vietnam vets. Being that we couldn't do it last year, this was a lot special this year because everybody got to see each other again. So it was, everybody was waiting for that. But, at the same time, too, bad news, you hear people that died or passed away.
And you take this trip yearly, right?
Yeah, I go with my uncle. My uncle is a Vietnam vet. So this is it's a 2-9 Marine unit that was in Vietnam. So every year they get together for the Marine's birthday, which is the day before Veterans Day.
Okay.
And so they do a dinner. They go to the memorial, wreath ceremony and all the whole shebang. Yeah. So it was good. And then my brother lives out there in Virginia, so I get to see him in the trip. So
well, we appreciate them and we salute them. We thank them for their service, and we're glad that you guys were able to get together again this year.
Yeah, definitely.
But you know what? We're excited because we're not alone in the studio tonight, babe. We're here with one of the zaddies of the good news. He is the baddest bitch on the block, Eric Devante.
I know that's right. That's how you do an intro. That is how you give a motherfucking intro. Come on now.
Right.
Yeah, set the spirits on for me. I feel so welcome.
Oh, we are so happy to have you here. You don't even know. Like, my pussy heartbeat is going.
Like, we love that. I love
that. Like, I'm so happy to have you here because you know what? You are such an inspiration, and I hope that you know this because the way that you show up, just unapologetically you, is everything.
Thank you.
We're not talking about just the zaddiness, right? The looks, the style, the swag, all of that. No, but
I'm just like,
I can go on, baby. But it's just everything, just the way that you put yourself out there. Tell the people a little bit about World According to Eric.
Yes. Well, thank you for the amazing introduction, and thank you both for having me here tonight. I'm extremely excited. So, as Lore said, it is the baddest bitch on the block, Eric Devante. I am the creator of the World According to Eric, which is basically a lifestyle brand and an entertainment brand, media brand, where I'm doing all the things that make me the happiest, whether it is pop culture commentary, rapping, dancing, doing red carpet interviews, sit down interviews, just, really giving everyone an insight at what it is that makes me happy and where I see myself going in the future, and, taking you on that journey and hopefully inspiring people to start their own journeys and, create their own lanes. So Yeah, that's a bit about me.
Listen, definitely inspiring. You're somebody that like I love going on your page. I love interacting with what you put out. And it's not just all positive and joy and dancing and happy. Like you were very vulnerable and opening up, you know, maybe a couple months back about, you know, depression.
Yeah.
And that was like so needed. And I really applaud you for that, because so many people with a platform such as yours would probably shy away from doing what you did. And the fact that you came out and you did it was everything. So I appreciate you. I appreciate the vulnerability. I appreciate being on this journey with you.
Yeah.
It's just really amazing. It is really inspiring. And also, shout out to you, because props, you were highlighted on Shout Out LA.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes, that was so amazing. And it's just, you know, it's one of those little small accolades that you're going to get along the way, because the content that you put out, let me tell you, if you guys are not following this zaddy right here, you're missing out, because, and he's tagged in all of the promo for tonight. Way back Wednesday, just listen, this was the era that I grew up in, right? And you be knowing so much more about the music and the entertainers of the time. It is beautiful. But he poses such hard-hitting questions, like which song was more culturally like relative at the time, or what was the biggest banger? I'm like, why do I gotta choose?
You know what a lot of people don't understand, and thank you for playing. What a lot of people don't understand is that I'm not asking you to guess what it is that I want or anything. I'm just like, you know, listen to it and just see what happens in that moment. Like, and that's why sometimes I ask like the precursor questions, where it's just like, okay, what do you think your vote is going to be in this competition? Then at the end of it, what was your vote? Because a lot of times, like, you think you prefer one way, and then you're just like, oh shit, I didn't go for that at all. And it's just like, you never know, especially as you age, like your taste for food, culture, everything, it just kind of changes. So I love it. Thank you for playing.
Yeah, and Way Back Wednesday, it always takes me way back.
Good. Then it's doing its job.
It is definitely doing its job, and I love it. And when I get to see you in your like joy and happiness, it fills me up. It makes me so happy too. So I love sharing that.
Oh, that made me so happy. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really happy to have you here. We also wanted to mention that the other zaddy of the good news, the other half of the Get Right, Calvin, he had to unexpectedly work. You know, he was supposed to be here. He was ready. We will be drinking your glass of champagne in your honor. And we will definitely have you on the show. We have to make this happen, because the first time that we had you guys booked, like I got sick and I had to like cancel. So we've been putting this in the works for a minute, and now it's happening, and it's one of you, but you know, in the future, it'll be both of you.
It just gives us more reason to do it again and again, you know, just keep the experiences going and growing.
Okay, I love it. I love it so much. Yes. We are drinking champagne tonight.
It's so good, by the way. Thank you. You have good taste. I know that's right.
You're welcome. But listen, before we dive into the topic, Rick, let the people know what time it is.
It's time for that pre-roll, everybody.
Hey, we have a new sponsor alert, baby. And they have a special invitation for you. D-Slaps Beauty Bar. Ladies, there's only one place for you to go to get your nails done this holiday season, and that is D-Slaps Beauty Bar. Come and let them spoil you with their complimentary mango mimosas and variety of snacks as you get your mani done, your pedi done. Maybe you want some real pampering and you're going for a milk bath foot massage. Ooh, that sounds good. D-Slaps Beauty Bar also offers body sculpting and top quality facials for special customers just like you. stop by D-Slaps Beauty Bar located in Torrance at 24401 Hawthorne Boulevard, baby, and get the treatment that you deserve. Once again, that's D-Slaps Beauty Bar located in Torrance. Ask for Tiana or Mocha, and when you get there, let them know that Goddess and Rick sent you from the good news, baby, because they're going to get you all the way right for these holidays. You know you can't be showing up busted for the, tias criticonas talking about your nails. You gotta like show off and look good. Let them take care of you. They want to spoil you,
That's right.
right? Like, why not? And we want to invite you, if you're not like looking at all of this goodness right now, please go to our YouTube channel, Lotus Hustle Life, TGN Latinx. We're also live on the Good News Facebook. You don't want to miss it. It's the Zaddy. Did y'all hear me? The Zaddy of the Good News is sitting right next to me. Hello. Tune in. Take a look at all this goodness that's going on right here tonight.
Come on now.
Come and sit on our lap, baby girl, baby boy, baby they, them, because we got room for everybody here at Sexual Frequency.
Hey.
We love and accept every part of you. Every part of you is welcome. You know this. And, because we are an interactive podcast and our topic today is the erotic blueprint, we do invite you again to go click the link in the bio and take the quiz. We all took the quiz and, we're going to try and guess what each other is. Actually, Ricky told me what his was.
Damn, Ricky. Damn, Ricky.
Yeah. Ricky let me know. I'm not surprised though. There was no surprise, but yeah. You'll maybe guess
Okay.
what Eric and I are in this erotic blueprint. So let's get into it. This work, I want to start off at the top by saying it was created by somebody named Jaya. I believe I'm saying it right. Jaya, and she's a somatic sexologist. She came up with this quiz. She's been a somatic sexologist for I think like 20 years. And she was having like issues in her intimacy with her mans, and they were just kind of speaking different languages. So she really like dove in and said, let me come up with something, because we need to see what the fuck's going on here. So she came up with this quiz in the quest to reconnect with her lover. So there's 5 different erotic blueprints. Imagine it like love languages, right? Are you guys familiar with love languages? But it's like love languages it's like your erotic language.
Okay.
So it's a little bit different.
I love this.
And her work is definitely known in the somatic sexology, where I live, where I play. So I was already familiar with this, but this was recently highlighted in the latest Goop series on Netflix, which is Sex, Love, and Goop. We all know that that's Gwyneth Paltrow's brand and company. We know y'all probably have some strong feelings about Gwyneth Paltrow. But we're going to put those aside for the moment, because look, this was very, for it to be on mainstream on Netflix, it's like, wow, amazing. But there are a lot of places, there's definitely a lot of room to grow, but it was informative and it sparked the desire to have this convo tonight. So we're gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
Did either of you guys catch any of that by any chance?
I started the first episode, but I had started it really, really late. And like, I don't know if it was the time I had started it, but I was just like, it's not fully pulling me. I have a thing like first episodes never really do it for me. Yeah. It's always like 2 or 3. But I did like that it was coming across like slightly risque, like the things that they were doing to figure out like what it is that each of them are into, or just realizing that their love languages are completely, or their erotic love languages are like completely disconnected. I was like, oh shit, okay. So, I have to do more deep diving, but.
What about you, Rick? Did you see anything?
No, I have not seen anything yet.
Okay, so different people were messaging me like, bitch, have you seen this? Bitch, you need to watch this. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. I binged it. There's not that many episodes, maybe like 5. Oh, okay. But I watched it. And not just because it's interesting to me, right? But I knew a lot of these people who were in it already in terms of like the work, the erotic blueprint. There's a woman in Atlanta who, she does everything. and she comes out naked in it. I was like, oh my God.
What?
She comes out doing mirror work with with a white older woman, and it's really beautiful. So there's a lot of transformation and good healing that goes on in the show. Now, of course, one of the major places where, it needs growth is in the diversity department. They highlighted 4 different couples. 2 of them were lesbian couples, but they had no queer men there.
Yeah.
Which I felt like the lesbians are always the quote unquote safe group. And I didn't like that.
That's interesting. And it was crazy because when they were doing that initial pan through of all like the participants, I was looking like at a diversity quota trying to figure out like who all they had, but like I did not think about that. They don't have a gay male couple.
They do not have a gay male couple. No queer men, period. And I was really disappointed in that because I'm like, look, if you're doing cutting edge stuff, like lesbian couples are safe.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's get a full perspective here.
Either do it or don't.
Yeah. And so that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I think they also missed the mark by primarily focusing on women's anatomy and women's pleasure. And I think that as much as women's pleasure isn't highlighted, men's isn't either. I feel like what gets highlighted, or indoctrinated is not the right word, but what gets put out there is like, oh, like it's all about men and it's about men's pleasure, but it's like, is it really? Or is this like hypersexual, masculine, patriarchal, like stereotype that this is what men like? And I feel like it's so what's the word I'm looking for? When we separate things just by gender alone, like, oh, males do this and females do this. It's very what is that, like watered down? It's very reductive. Like it leaves room for no nuance.
I get what you're saying.
And I think this is probably why I love the erotic blueprint so much, because it doesn't focus on gender. It focuses on your desires.
Right.
And it doesn't say like, okay, as a man, X, Y, and Z, as a woman, blah, blah, blah. They did have a Black couple on there, which was by far my favorite couple. And they're the ones that dealt with the erotic blueprint. They had an amazing transformation. Spoiler alert. Seeing a Black man on television have an energetic orgasm, mind blown. Really?
I might have to go rewatch this.
Yeah.
Mind fucking blown. I mean, for anyone to put themselves in a position to be so vulnerable to do that is amazing, but let alone a Black man. I was just like, this is the work I need to be doing.
Right.
Like, I need to get some men on my table. And we need to be expanding fucking energetic orgasms.
I can see this for you. I can so see
know?
this. Absolutely.
I am manifesting. We are manifesting together. We could do it powerfully.
Period.
It was so good. And it was funny because when they put his wife went on the table first, and they felt like they were a complete mismatch in the bedroom. The husband was like, I can just come up to her and be like, hey, I'm horny. Like, do you want to have sex? And she's like, bitch, I'm washing the dishes. No, I'm not fucking horny. Like, I'm washing the dishes. Let me wash the dishes. So they felt like they were a complete mismatch. But once they did the blueprint and they really got to know where each other was, there was a lot of transformation that happened. And for her, she was at the higher end for Kink. And that was like his lowest. But in working together, they were able to uncover so much nuance, that they were able to connect so beautifully. Like that, if you're going to watch anything, you could fast forward to just their stuff. And it's definitely worth it. Ricky, what do we have going on our YouTube?
Just a dope ass podcast has a comment. Milk bath. Y'all be dipping that pussy. Y'all be dipping the pussy like cookies.
Yo, I know this is Chad. Chad is wild.
It's bald wisdom,
Oh my, yeah, absolutely right.
It's bald wisdom.
I love it.
The daddy of TGN coming through.
Right.
Keep them coming.
Yeah, the milk bath is for your feet and your body, not necessarily dipping your pussy.
Does it smell like milk?
I wouldn't be opposed to that though.
Yeah,
like
because you know an
someone be
oatmeal bath
dripping,
smells
one
like
be
it.
dripping some milk on.
Yeah, that's
Get these
hot.
cookies.
Right.
What kind of cookies you like, boo? We got chocolate chip, oatmeal,
Right.
raisin. You want it with nuts? No nuts? I got you. Like, are you allergic to some type of milk? Like,
Damn, now I want a cookie.
let's make this work.
Mhm.
That was great. Yeah, but if anything, it fast forward to just that couple, and it was just like, just really, it gave me hope.
Okay.
To be honest, like it gave me hope for people being able to open to pleasure and open themselves to vulnerability. It was quite beautiful. And before they put them on the table, they said, "Do you have any like non-negotiables? Like what can we not touch on your body?" And of course, right away he was like, "Not the butt."
Damn,
Nowhere
yeah,
near
of
the butt.
course.
And I was like, "Okay, well, I have hope, but let's touch your butt."
Because imagine, especially because that's where the male G spot is. Like once you open that door,
Hello.
I mean, game changing. If you thought what you saw on Netflix was good, imagine if he would have let them do that.
I mean,
Yeah.
hello.
Mhm.
Listen, y'all know my stance. World peace can come from butt play for everybody.
Yeah, I agree.
Allow yourself to be penetrated, and we would all be a much more peaceful, happier, more pleasurable society.
Mhm.
So, get it done.
Get it done. Do it.
Like, don't be embarrassed.
Doesn't it release like endorphins or something?
Oh
Or
my
is that
gosh.
serotonin?
Yeah, no, all of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's so much pleasure in that area that it's just
Mhm.
like, oh.
Right.
And, I feel like it opens up your chakras. So it starts that whole energy buildup from the base, taking you all the way up, baby. Like, that's where you want to be. Hello.
Get it.
It's really hot. But anyway, okay, let's go back because we want to talk about what these different styles are. There are 5 different types, and the first one we're going to go through each one. And just like anything else, there's shadow sides to these like archetypes, right? Or this like these energies. So the first one is energetic. So turn-ons for somebody whose blueprint is energetic is they need space.
Mhm.
They need longing. They need presence. So things like eye gazing is a turn on for someone who's energetic. Light or hovering touch, which is one of the things that they practice on there, which was basically having them like on the table and just, feeling their body energetically. And it was so interesting because you can see in certain places, it's almost like the hand was really drawn and just sunk into the body. I love it. Like this is what gets me juicy. Like energy work and sex. Fuck. Like this is yes, let's do this. So these people, the people with this archetype, they feel more with less touch and need more space. Sacred sexuality for this particular blueprint would be Tantra, Kundalini yoga, and meditation. The superpower of this group is orgasms without touch, which happened to that gentleman. I forget his name. I wish I'd have got his name. God bless that man. Altered states, intuition, deep connection, and intimacy. I love this because I feel like I'm definitely partly energetic because I feel like that whole energy of like Tantra being connected and like a oneness, I feel like I go somewhere else, and just even the thought of somebody like if I'm having like I don't know phone sex or sexting, like I can feel things happening as like these messages are coming in, so I'm just like, oh yes,
I get that.
Like,
Absolutely. I felt that. Yeah.
Right?
If you can like get me there through the phone, I'm even more excited for like our meetup.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So again, that's like developing like connection with somebody, right? And it's like, oh, you get me. Like, okay, we're on the same frequency. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
So the shadow side of this, however, is a sense of superiority, more spiritual than anything else. So maybe feeling like oh, I'm this like person who connects spiritually when I fuck, and everybody else is just like
Oh, okay.
bodies fucking and doing the thing, but I'm like transcended, so I'm like better than you little peons, which is like bullshit, right?
Yeah,
But
get the fuck out of here.
yeah, like we don't need your supremacy when it comes to fucking eroticism, okay?
That's not hot.
Not at all. And so this person can also easily shut down if they feel that you're not fully present, and can become overwhelmed with too much touch or stimulation. So you definitely don't want to bust out like crazy toys when if you're with somebody who is energetic. And this one, just like the love languages, like they can overlap. You could be primary of something, like maybe you're like 20% something and like 15% is your next one. So they definitely do, overlap. I think you have to pay extra for the extended quiz.
You know you did,
Yeah.
and I scored right the fuck past that.
Exactly.
Mind you, the basic quiz is the gray box, and the other one is all colorful. I'm like,
Yeah.
y'all are shady.
I was like, excuse me, it's the holidays. I'm gonna be using my $17 for something else right now.
Right.
I'm gonna be going getting a milk bath. Okay,
Right,
at T-Slabs. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Hey.
Okay, so our next blueprint is the sensual. The sensual turn-ons is by all senses. So music, beautiful surroundings, luxury, textures, essential oils, delicious food, flowers, dancing romance, massages. Ooh, getting turned on.
Yeah, massages.
Lingering,
Yeah.
contouring touch. So this archetype is like, give it all to me, all of the senses.
Yes,
I want it
please.
all.
I want it
I
all.
want to smell it. I want to taste it. I want to feel it. I want to touch it. I
yeah.
want to hear it.
I want to
Ricky,
beat it. I want to
this-
slap it. Yeah, that's me. That's me.
Rick,
That-
I was gonna say
that's
Ricky's
me.
giving himself up
Yeah.
right now. This is definitely
I got the
his.
music going in the background.
Right, you
like,
got very into that. By the way, I
Ooh.
meant to tell you, I'm really feeling this Maxwell in the
Hey,
background.
I love Maxwell.
I do
see?
too. I do too.
I mean, don't we all?
Come on.
Right?
Come
Hey,
on.
see,
All
that's
of
what
us
gets you
are sexual
started.
freaks.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
That's what I do.
That's exactly why you're sitting right here next to me, boo. Okay, so Rick Rock's superpowers or sensual superpowers are full body orgasms,
Hey.
orgasms from gorgeous food. I feel like that I could definitely rock with that. A beautiful sunset, an exquisite symphony. So potential to orgasm in all of these different ways with these different sensations. I love that. Your shadow, however, is that you need to fully relax into your body before you can feel pleasure or have sex. You can't get stuck in your head, especially if there is anything quote unquote wrong with the environment. This is for me sometimes too. It's like it's too hot, it's too cold,
Yeah.
not the sock on the floor. Like sock on the floor. What? It's like, why is there a sock on the floor? Whose sock does that belong to? I need to do laundry. No.
right. Damn.
Like,
That's pretty
Is that-
accurate. Yeah.
That's heavy.
That is.
Listen, if y'all gonna fuck with Rick Rock, pick up your socks.
Yeah.
Right. Give him room to focus.
Yeah.
Yes, he needs to be focused and in the moment. Okay. So also they can get stuck in their heads with worries like, am I taking too long? Are they enjoying this? Etc. We have another comment in the
Yeah.
Yo.
Full body finna come from the shoulder.
Wild. I say it one more time. Wild.
what's up, Daddy? Can you take that erotic quiz for us? Because we want to know what your erotic blueprint is.
I would love to know that.
Okay,
Absolutely.
I do not need no fucking Adobe Flash, whatever the fuck is happening on my computer, on my computer right now. Okay, moving on to sexual. So sexual turn-ons are pretty much like what we think society thinks of sex.
Okay.
So naked bodies, penetration, porn, genitals, certainty of orgasm, frequency of sex, all the things that we think is like, okay, this is what sex is.
Got it.
This one can also present sometimes though as a masking. So like when people are doing their quiz, more I would say probably lean more toward men that they can choose answers that are masked because of conditioning and whatnot. So that's something she talked about with the couple. I'm acting like, oh, I know. I'm like, no, this is a lot from the show, guys. I'm not there yet.
You were tuned the fuck in.
I was tuned the fuck in. Let me tell you, I was. So they did one exercise because she was kinky, and they brought out a metal like flogger.
Oh wow! Oh my god!
Okay, so the second I saw that, I said the same thing. Oh, hell to the no! And she was like, "We don't use this for impact play." So what they did is she was laying down. She was face down on the massage table, and the play was just like running the like metal chains up and down like her leg and like in between her like her booty crevice. And I was just sitting there like, Santa, I want this for Christmas. I'm gonna add this to the foxtail plug, Santa. Please, I've been really good.
That sounds hot as shit.
Right.
That sounds hot.
I was like, I need to fucking get this because a lot of times I think our minds go to the extreme, right? Like I saw that shit and I was like, ain't nobody gonna fucking beat me with that.
Right.
No, thank you. But when she started running it on her body, I was like, yes, please.
Right.
Sign me up. I want that. That's more for the kinky. But let's go back to sexual. I'm digressing a lot because this was, it's a lot of juicy info tonight. Okay, so the sexual superpowers are super fun and easy to please, usually orgasm easily, generally with very little shame. Sex is very fun. Everyone should have it at all times. So that's a good mindset to have, right? Like as a superpower. The opposite of that, though, is the shadow, that they can have a very narrow definition of sex. So only intercourse and penetration count. Anything else isn't really sex. That's no bueno. They can be impatient or resistant to learning or doing anything outside of what that narrow definition is. So like, why waste time dancing or eye gazing when we could just like be fucking right now? So they could be really goal-oriented, focusing exclusively on orgasm, and really miss the journey of the erotic connection. I know, right? Like these are like there's positives and negatives to all of these, and
it's
I
like
love
zodiac sex signs,
right? Okay, so a long time ago, like I came up and I think I had told Rick about it. There's somebody who does that, like zodiac sex signs, and I want to say that it was like on Pornhub or something. That's probably where I found it.
That's probably exactly where you found it, actually.
But they don't put out content like very regularly, but it's right on fucking point. Like when I read my shit, I was like, oh my god, this is fucking to the T, but they don't put it out regularly. So boo, find some money to support this because zodiac fucking like sex zodiacs is like the thing. I'm down for that.
Yeah, I would love to hear about that.
Right?
Gotta look that up.
I probably know a lot because you're a Capricorn.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, I attract a lot of Capricorn men in my life.
That's not a bad thing at all.
It's not.
Not a bad thing at all.
It is definitely not. So I know no stalking. Don't get scared.
It's all good.
Research. It was research.
Right. Research
for the show.
Nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely. Okay. So now we're at number 4, which is kinky. So kinkies turn-ons are basically things that we find forbidden or things that are taboo, playfulness, naughtiness, exploration. The superpowers are that kinkies can be very creative. There's endless ways to play and can experience tremendous healing and transformation through positive kinky experiences and the kink community. And like we talked about in Kinktober, like kink doesn't mean that if you're in kink you have to do the most extreme things. It's like, just what is kinky for you and how does that play out, right? Because I never knew I would have wanted a metal flogger, play with a metal flogger at all. But all them chains getting like all cold on your body and then getting warmed up, please, yes. Okay, so the superpowers. Oh, we did superpowers already. My bad. The shadow is that there could be really deep shame, not being able to acknowledge or communicate their desires even to themselves, maybe closeted or hiding and afraid to share their kinky wishes with their partner.
Wow, that's crazy. Because I mean, they're all about it, but then yeah, they hold back or they can't. Like,
I guess because if you get wild, I guess like in part of being kinky, certain things are taboo. So it's like
Yeah.
if it's taboo, you're not used to conversing about it. So it's like, how do you converse to your partner about it without sounding like,
yeah,
okay,
I
this
get
bitch is
that.
out of her mind, and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
So I get that.
Okay.
Trauma.
That makes sense.
Mm.
Yeah, trauma. Yeah, there you go.
Damn.
Yeah, or like, oh man, you're deplorable. I don't know if I
Right. And it's like, damn, I came
anymore.
here for a good time and shit. Now do I need a therapist? Like, it's a whole thing.
It definitely is. And this is one of the things that fuels me having this show, because I don't want that to be people's reality or anyone's reality anymore. It's like for us to be able to be free to just do whatever kinky, dirty, nasty things with consent.
Yeah, I was gonna say with consent.
Absolutely.
With consent,
Absolutely.
The only thing we don't like here in Sexual Frequency is what, Rick?
Cock blockers.
That's right.
Mm.
We do not judge, but you cock blockers, you're on the list.
You gotta go.
You're no good for anybody.
You
Yeah.
are not. You're no good for anybody. That is right. Okay. So that's 4. So the 5th one is a shapeshifter. Shapeshifters' turn-ons are variety, adventure, all of the other blueprints, lots of sensation at once, or shifting amongst the different blueprints. Discovery, novelty, excitement, and wanting more. So yummy. The superpowers. What? I don't even know this fucking word. Help me out, boo.
Spell it.
Stradivarius?
That actually sounds perfectly correct.
The Stradivarius of the blueprints. Erotically sophisticated, can experience pleasure and orgasm in many different ways, can please partners of any blueprint because they know and feel them all. Where are my shapeshifters at? However, the shadow of the shapeshifter is feeling like they are too much, too complicated, too changeable. They often shift into their partner's blueprint to please them and may feel starved because they never ask for what they want. Sometimes their complexity and changing needs can be confusing to them and to their partners. And it's also the feeling of like never satisfied, like just wanting
Oh, damn.
too much.
It was going good up until that part.
Right? That shadow be fucking everything.
Yeah, it's like, oh, yikes.
I got scared now.
Never satisfied. Oh, my God.
Rick, what do we got
We
going
got
on?
Yo Fits in the house saying, "How are you, familia?" She says,
Yo.
"Damn cock blockers. That's why I haven't been here."
Well,
Thanks for tuning in, girl.
Yes, we appreciate having you here, yo. I'm glad that you're here. The cockblockers are sleeping, I hope. But not Antoine. He should be listening with you, girl.
That's
Take
right.
the quiz. Have your mans take the quiz because we're talking about some interesting stuff right now. Okay, so now that we've gone through all 5,
Mhm.
do you want to give us some hints on like how we can guess what yours is? Eric?
Let me see without giving it away, but remembering the notes. I like to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
I like to push boundaries.
Mm.
And I'm open to just about anything.
Okay. My guess would be kinky.
Rick?
I'm gonna say the first one. And what's the first one?
Energetic?
Energetic.
Okay. It was Lode. It's kinky.
Oh,
Yeah.
Kinky.
Mhm.
Oh, listen, Capricorns and kinky seem to be the thing.
Look, I'm learning. I'm like, oh shit. And Issa Rae's a Capricorn too. So I be looking like, oh my, and so is Mary J. Blige. So I really be looking like,
Yep.
what do y'all be doing? But certain shit I'm into, like there's a lot of posts that go around on social media, and I'll see people get very vanilla in the comments, and I'm like, these things I thought were like not even cutting edge. I thought it was just like, you do it, you do it, you don't. But like when I see what people are willing to do and not do, I'm just like, damn, like what do I need a therapist? Because it's very vanilla in these comment sections, but people talk a good game online. So it's tough to read.
It is tough to read, especially you're saying people talk a good game. Yes.
Yeah, but when it's time to like perform and do the things, they're very like hands off or squeamish or just like, I don't know, touch and go about certain things. Very interesting.
It's like we consented to a lot of things in our text messages, and now we're in person, and
none of that's
where the
happening.
fuck are you? Where's that person?
Right.
Why didn't they show up?
How do we get here if this is not who you are? Like, who are you? So
yeah,
I don't know. I find that interesting. I didn't know it was like that, but it's like that.
That's why I feel like this is a good quiz too to share with whoever you're going to interact with, because you can pick up different things that maybe you wouldn't have before, right? Because a lot of times your personality does bleed into like your intimacy and the things that you need to be able to be vulnerable. I feel like this is something that can really help, where it's like, okay, well, you're kinky, so we know, like you said, you like to push boundaries or things that are taboo. But you also like to have a good time. It's not anything like I was gonna say you're not gonna take them to the dungeon. No shade, because I'm trying to go to the dungeon this Friday. I know I'm trying to go there. They're having a play party on Friday, and I'm very tempted.
Wait, where's the dungeon?
Okay, this dungeon is in North Hollywood.
Okay.
One of my guests was a kinky pastor who is a legit pastor, and prominent in like one of their dungeons in the kink community.
Okay.
And so the dungeon in North Hollywood is, oh my gosh, Rick, do you remember how they classified it? But they allow any sexual orientation to participate.
Okay.
I want to say maybe they said pansexual.
I think so.
It's for people of color. So I was like, holy shit, this unicorn stuff exists.
Right.
And so they actually limit the play of white individuals. And when they do allow them to play, they're an extreme minority.
Wow.
in the party. Yeah. So this is very queer friendly. It's just very like open. And so I'm like, I need to go to a play party, and like they're having one at the dungeon this Friday.
So cool. I had never heard of that. I gotta check one of those out.
I'll let you know if I go.
Send me the
I'll
info.
definitely I'll send it to you. They were a great guest. I mean, it was just out of this fucking world. I'm like, these places exist. Please take me there.
The closest thing I've heard to that, like, and it may not be similar exactly, but like a bathhouse, and I still haven't been, or like sex parties. I don't know. It's very touch and go for me in the sense of like, I don't want to have to go in there disrobe and then I'm just like at all of your mercy, which in my mind is kind of hot, but at the same time, it's like, it depends on who is in the room.
Yes,
well, yeah, it's still new to you. It's still, it's still first time,
right.
You want to be comfortable. Yeah. I get that.
Not me wanting to go to a bathhouse with my friends, and they were like, they don't want you here. I was like,
was it a gay bathhouse?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I really wanted to go. And they were like, I don't think you can go, Lori. And I was like, you guys are mean.
You probably could have got in there.
Like, I'm not trying to have sex with anyone. I'm also a voyeur. Okay. Let me live my life.
Yeah. Want to see what you guys are doing,
right? Exactly. Like, who doesn't? Okay, Rick, what do we got in the comments?
Yeah, Yofit was saying that what happened was I may or may not have knocked Antoine out.
But so she put that pussy on his face and sent him to bed. We get you, girl.
But she does ask what quiz am I taking this time? LOL. But is there a website where I can actually type it in there?
It's Erotic Blueprint, and it is linked to the bio here on YouTube and on my Instagram.
Okay. Perfect.
I don't have it. I think it's like Jaya, like .com or something. JAIYA.
I'll see if I can find it. Kara Mommy's in the house too, saying, Rick, we need a full report from the play party. Also, journalism duties. Gotcha.
All right, Brett.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. Would you feel comfortable if we went to a play party together?
I mean, we're gonna watch. Yeah, I mean,
not as a couple, because when you go to a play party as a couple, the couples have to stay together anywhere they go.
Oh, really?
So if we say we're a couple, like we can't split off. Yeah,
We
you
would
have
have
to.
to stay- yeah,
Yes, we would
okay.
have to stay together.
That would work.
I don't know. Would you feel comfortable watching me at a play party?
I don't think so. I mean,
You wouldn't, or
I
you
don't, I
would?
don't think I would feel comfortable. I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Oh, you would feel comfortable.
I would feel comfortable. Yeah, I would think so.
I'm
I
learning
mean,
a lot.
I mean, I don't know. It's like, yeah, I don't know. I like to watch.
Something about that is hot. What voyeurism?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
it's voyeurism, you know.
Yep.
So I don't.
Okay, well, Ricky just might put on his journalism cap. And what you doing Friday, Ricky?
Press. I'm gonna put press.
Right.
Oh shit, that's funny. Carol, mommy, we appreciate you being here, baby. Okay, because y'all know so much about me, though. Where would you consider me on this 5 lists of energetic? I gave a lot of hints along the way.
Mhm.
Sensual, sexual, kinky, or shapeshifter.
I don't know. I think kinky, but
That's me. I'm like kinky or like a hybrid of kinky and energetic. That's where I'm at with this. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna say kinky first.
Y'all both wrong.
Oh my
You're-
god, what is
You're
it?
sexual.
I'm a shapeshifter.
Oh, I was gonna say that too.
Oh, that actually kind of makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'm a shapeshifter. I am turned on by all of it.
Carol Mommy
Mm.
says shapeshifter.
Yes,
Oh,
Carol.
she
Carol,
knows.
mommy, be knowing.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm a shapeshifter. I'm attracted and can connect to all of these things, and I can definitely relate to the shadow side
Mm.
of feeling like, am I ever going to be satisfied? Because I got a really, really long list of things that I want to do and things that I'm open to, right?
Mhm.
Like, I was down a rabbit hole the other day and I was like, oh, let me jot this down because I didn't even think about this scenario and then write it down. It's on my to-do list. So yeah, I am a shapeshifter. I do want to take the more in-depth quiz because I want to know like what's my 1, what's my 2. But yeah, I feel like I could definitely tap into all of these.
Right?
And then there's a part of me that feels like interestingly enough, the shadow of the shapeshifter. Like, am I too much? You know, every week that we do this show, like I reveal a lot of personal things about myself. And I feel like, bitch, you are scaring them off.
Look. I
Bitch, they
feel
are
that.
running to the hills.
Yeah, absolutely. Those that can't handle are running.
Yeah.
But you'll never scare anything that's meant for you. So I don't
That's
I don't
true.
know. I just go with the flow of it. That's the beautiful thing about being a podcaster, the vulnerability of it. Someone
Yeah.
needs to know that they are not the only shapeshifter in the world.
Mhm.
I agree.
And now you have Goddess Lorde.
Yay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Shapeshifter, baby.
Right.
I knew I wasn't some comic book hero type shit. Okay. Like shapeshifter. Although if I had a superpower, if you could have any superpower
Mhm.
that it will, and we focus it specifically on intimacy, what would you choose?
As a gay man,
Yes.
not having my digestive tract have any dealings with sex.
Can we make that universal? Like a universal wish, please.
Like I like now I get the whole system of it, but like if I didn't have to worry about that at all, game
Yes.
changing.
Yeah.
Game changing.
That would definitely be a superpower. Absolutely.
Lou Twilly's commenting if they can't hang, that's on them. That's referring to the earlier what you were saying.
Right. Absolutely.
You're right.
And Yofis agrees. Facts, Lou. She's saying.
Oh, I appreciate that, guys. Thank
Absolutely.
you. What about you, Rick? What superpower?
I don't know. You're gonna have to come back to me on this one.
We also have High Priestess who joined us in the chat. What's up, Priestess? Twill, Carol, did you guys take the quiz? We want to know, like, what is your erotic blueprint? And even if you didn't take the quiz, if you can have any superpower in the bedroom, like, what would you choose? I've never thought about this question before, actually. And it's interesting because whenever I interact with somebody, I want to hold the container of like, I feel like you can only take the person that you're interacting with as deep as you've gone.
Right.
And I'm finding that some of the interactions that I'm having, like these mofos ain't got that deep. So I'm like, so maybe my superpower would be to like open up vulnerability in a partner, like to be open.
Okay.
Because I feel like once that like drops, like once your effective filter comes down, like we good.
Yeah,
for the
there's
most
room to
part.
grow. There's room to play.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But when they got their walls up,
No pun intended.
they got their draws up. Yeah, I just like I always desire very deep connection, like with someone, even if it's just a hookup, because I feel like even if that's all it is, if I know that we're just gonna hook up for one night, like I want it to be as bomb as fucking possible.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, this is what I'm looking for. Like, I'm not looking for like just a quick wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm looking for a marathon style 6+ hours. Like,
Oh, you lost me. Yeah, we were going strong. And then you said 6+ hours. I said, whoop, well, that's my stop.
but you're a kinky. You could fill up that time with so many things.
I'm kinky and asthmatic. Let's cut it down. Let's cut it down.
He is kinky and asthmatic.
6 hours and 60 minutes.
Yeah, like balance.
You gotta bring it back down. Bring it back down.
I love that. That was great.
Lou Twilly saying, maybe being able to specifically and at will stimulate particular nerves, like I can read the nervous system.
Ooh, I
like
like
that.
that. Yeah, that was good.
That's a
Mr.
good
Twill.
one.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wish I was like an octopus, like I had like that many like
Right.
hands
So like
or appendages to just do all of the things that I want to do.
hit the senses.
I want to, like I'd want to read your mind and that way you tell me the truth. Like, don't lie to me. If I'm hurting you, don't lie to me. Don't say, yeah, you're not, because I'm just to please me. That or what was the other thing?
See, this goes to your shadow of worrying or being stuck in your head that someone's not enjoying themselves.
Yeah, see, I'm a pleaser.
That's
You
good.
are.
I want to make sure they're having a good time. So yeah.
But what about you?
I mean, I'm having a good time just being in the moment right there,
Okay.
So I don't know. I guess, yeah.
But what if they're fucked up in their thinking and they're like super critical of themselves and they're just like,
I'll teach them.
Ooh, I like the
Relax.
assertiveness.
Those are the best type of sexual partners.
Yeah.
The ones that are willing to teach.
Yeah.
I agree.
Give me a minute to teach you and then it's on. That's it.
Rick Rock with the hard cock. He's gonna be his lessons are coming soon. We're gonna manifest that.
Yofit saying, can't even type. I'm laughing so hard. Kinky and asthmatic. Know what you can do. I mean, I ain't mad.
Right. Know your place and thrive.
There you go. Yeah.
Excuse me. I love that. That's so great. I have a question for you guys. When you took the quiz, was there anything that surprised you in the way that you answered or your result?
I think no, I wasn't surprised by the kinkier side of things, but I think that where me and Rick, yours was sensual. Where we intersect is that fear of, there was this one question in particular, like how do you handle the situation when you feel like something is going wrong?
Yeah.
And it was something about becoming tense and distracted.
Yeah.
And I thought that would like change the whole trajectory of the quiz for me.
Same here, yeah.
So when it came out as kinky, I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But like, I think I would need the more in-depth quiz to understand like what the numbers are and be like, because that was a big thing. I'm like, oh shit. So this is the thing that other people do. They get nervous and like distracted and tense up. And I was like,
yeah, because then even some of the other questions, like there was, the option was all of them.
Oh yeah.
And so some of them, there was one that I forgot which one it was that didn't have that option, but all of them kind of related. So, but that distraction thing got me too thinking like, all right, yeah, maybe this will change it. But no, I figured I'd be sensual. Yeah. So That's me. I'm a people pleaser.
There was another question in the end that was asking, like, how did you take this quiz in particular? And it was like, when it was saying, one of the choices was, I just wanted to make sure I answered everything correctly.
I
But
don't
like,
remember that again.
yeah, it's like one of the last ones. But I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, I don't know how this is interpreted, but for me, it was like, I want to answer it correctly, not in terms of like the interpretation of the person distributing the test, but like make sure I'm as in depth with myself so that way I get the most accurate result.
Right,
But I didn't know
right.
like what skill that was being measured on. But yeah, those two.
Okay, I can see that. I had trouble with trying to narrow down like what I wanted. What was what was hotter to me, right? Or like where would I reside in all of these? Because there was somewhere it was like I like a shapeshifter. I was like, but I all of that
Right.
sounds very pleasing, very
Yeah.
pleasing.
Mhm.
Yeah, all of that sounds very pleasing to me. So I was like, what do I choose?
But even then, the paid for one, yeah, then it gives you the option. Where this one you had to pick one, the paid one you can actually pick 2 or 3 out of the 2 or 3 answers.
Okay,
yeah.
okay, it might be worth the $17.
So it might be,
Right.
yeah, because I
Okay.
think that's how it really breaks it down to what numbers or what your numbers are.
Yeah. We have Twill saying if it was the same quiz you put up a couple weeks ago. No, Twill, you can go to my Instagram. It's linked in my bio. It is called the Erotic Blueprint. And yeah, you can take it real quick. What takes like maybe 10 minutes, if that.
It's not long.
It's not
Yeah,
long. It was
it's-
only 10 questions.
Yeah, it's not long at all. It's not like the BDSM one we took in Kinktober. It's definitely a lot shorter.
High Priestess is saying, I knew you were a shapeshifter. I'm waiting for my results. LOL.
Yeah, you might be a shapeshifter too, maybe. I'm thinking, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely a shapeshifter, and I was happy with that because I felt like it was pretty accurate. But I will be investing the $17 because once you have your erotic blueprint, then what you can do is you can also see like what are the places that you're wounded at in these archetypes, right? Where are the places where you need to do some healing, just like anything else. Like our intimacy, our sexuality, there's so much room for personal development, and the more that we heal, like the more present that we become, and we're able to hold other people in that space, and it just becomes like more of a beautiful interaction that you can have, a beautiful connection that you can have with someone else. So once you get your archetype, there's still work to do, and it doesn't mean that you're never gonna match. Like, let's say you're dating someone and you're getting to that phase where you're gonna, put it down, and you ask them to take the quiz and they're like not kinky at all. Are you like, oh yeah, no, I'm done? It doesn't mean you have to be that way, but you just explore the avenues to get them to that place. Especially because the way society is, like, we have these ideas, right? Like, oh, kinky is like, oh, you want to fucking put me on a cross and beat me with this metal flogger. And it's like not necessarily, that's like not necessarily true or what's going to happen. So this is just like step one in just really learning your own erotic language. I hope that was helpful for you guys out there. Her website, Jaya's website, I think it's Jaya has a lot of information. Okay. So if you want to learn more, of course, I'm sure it's like you got to pay for it. But it's worth it. Like, it's an investment. Like, if you invest in doing other things for yourself, like, right, you go to therapy or you go on like spiritual retreats, this isn't any different. If anything, I feel like it takes maybe your spiritual growth or your healing to a whole different level, a different level of vulnerability. So I love this. I love that it's out there. I love that it's on Netflix and people are being more exposed to it. It's great. I'm really happy for that. So yeah, I hope it was helpful for everybody. Before we wrap up, because dang, that's the hour already. That was fucking fast. Yes.
High Priestess was saying that I think it takes longer to get the results. So I don't know. You had the same
you're right,
problem.
High Priestess.
Yeah, you had the same, which is odd. I mean, mine came pretty quick, but I don't know. Maybe once we put this out there for everybody to take, it probably got bombarded.
Yeah.
Right.
And people watching Netflix, I'm
And
sure.
yeah, that
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
And I think that also, like, I'm not the greatest with email maintenance.
Mm.
So I think there
Mhm.
might have been like a congestion that was happening. So I don't know how High Priestess is, but like if you're not on top of that, that could be a part of it as well.
Oh, Priestess is a Virgo gang, so she be on top of her shit.
I'd be so upset because like as an earth sign, I feel like I should be more, but like whatever I'm mixed with be fucking me up. Whatever I'm mixed with, it's just congested.
Do you know your moon and your rising?
Capricorn, and then the whatever the second one is it the rising?
Mhm.
Is Taurus, and I don't remember what the third is.
Taurus. That's
My mom
sun-
is a Taurus
That's
too.
my sun sign. Taurus.
Ah.
Yay. See, it makes sense. Cappies and Taurus, they
Mhm.
make sense together.
Earth, grounded.
Yes, for sure.
Rick, what are you?
Cancer.
Is that
July.
July? Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
he's Rick's the feels,
Yeah.
the
I'm all about
emotions.
yeah.
He's the water.
Okay.
I'm the water. Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah.
Earth would be dry without water.
Of course.
Mhm.
I'm just as important.
Right.
Absolutely. You are. Carol Mommy. Carol,
Carol Mommy.
what's extreme, bitch? Tell me.
It said it wasn't Yahoo and AOL friendly.
Bitch, tell me you don't got a Yahoo
Or AOL.
Like, Carol Mommy.
Like, girl, no more.
Get yourself a Gmail, girl.
High
real
Priestess,
quick.
High Priestess says, I'm a Capricorn moon and a Cancer rising. Hey,
Oh, yay. The signs converging.
Look, not on
then
my
she
phone
said,
though.
not
I
on my
never
phone.
check my
Yeah,
emails.
she never
Oh,
checks her
okay.
emails. Yeah.
That might be fucking you out.
I missed that one up there.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Oh
right.
my goodness.
Oh, speaking of emails, no.
No, that's my alarm, which I meant to change because I'm like, I don't know if I'm manifesting. The Living Single theme song is my timer or my alarm. And I feel like
love
I'm
it.
fucking it up because I'm trying to find a partner.
You're like, yes, you're right. You need a different theme
I
song.
need a different theme song,
You
but
need
it's
a
so
different
good.
theme song.
Mhm.
Okay, did you see Kristen's post?
Which one?
She did a post earlier and she was like, if you can guess what song I'm singing as I'm taking these photos,
Mhm.
she's gonna like give someone 20 bucks
30
or something.
bucks,
30
yeah.
bucks.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't see. Why do I never see the money ones?
And it was a 90s, the hint was 90s R&B.
Fuck!
But then she put hashtag
Oh, I didn't read the
90s
hashtags.
kind of world. So I put
Living
bitch, you were singing to the Living Single
Single song.
fucking theme
That is
song.
not R&B.
Was that right?
No, I don't think so.
Damn, that would
But
have
I
been lit
thought it was
though.
funny. I was like,
Right.
she'll get a kick out of this. Like, living
Right.
In a 90s
single.
kind of world,
Well,
I'm glad I
got my girls. Keep your head up.
What?
Keep your head up.
That's right. Yeah, y'all better know.
Yo, Living Single was the shit.
Mhm.
Come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, Kyle. Oh, man. Okay. Before we wrap up, Mr. Javante,
Yes.
what do you got? What do the people need to know that's going on in your life?
Well, I want to promote our podcast also on the Good News radio station, the Get Right Radio Show, and we air exclusively on the Good News radio station app every Sunday, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. PST. And what else do I have going on? Please subscribe to me on YouTube at Eric Devante, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at Eric Devante, Instagram at The World According to Eric, and I have a lot of good things in store. I'm still trying to organize as we get into 2022, but
Yes.
like, make sure you're following me. You're gonna have a great time whatever I drop. So
Oh, it is. It's a great time. The journey is amazing. You guys just did the red carpet for Ebony.
Mhm.
Talk a little. Give us a little bit about.
Oh my
like,
God, it was
give us the behind the
amazing.
scenes tea.
So we were on two like opposite sides of it.
Mhm.
Kelvin was doing some interviews for the carpet, working for Hollywood Unlocked, and he's amazing. And I was actually facilitating the celebrity guests along the
Mhm.
carpet because like most times when PR are introducing people, it can get really congested. I'm sure
Yes.
you've experienced it. It becomes fucking mayhem. So they had us basically like facilitating guests down the carpet, and I was able to like walk Lisa Ray, Kyla Pratt. It was just
yes.
great experience. And I grew up reading Ebony and watching my mom read Ebony, so it was like a full circle moment. It was just
That's awesome.
amazing.
That's
It
was
was
so good.
such joy to watch you guys
Thank
do that. It was really great. Ricky,
Yes, ma'am.
what you got going on? Back from vacay.
Got a golf game tomorrow.
Oh,
There you go. Ricky
Well,
be golfing.
I'll be golfing. Yeah.
Are you
So,
gonna start putting together your e-course? Because you said you want to be teaching.
I-
So
there you go.
you just
right?
say.
wait, what's the
So-
e-course? Is it like an electronic packet?
Is it? Yeah, I think
It's
so.
like, yeah, you could put modules together and be like, yo,
Mm.
like this is my coaching package. Like, hit me up.
Oh,
Join
good
my
shit.
I
join my
should do that.
container, baby.
That would be cool.
Yes.
I gotta get better first.
Listen, we're all doing the thing.
Absolutely.
Maybe you'll be wearing your reporter hat, your journalism badge on Friday. Who knows? We shall
That's right.
see.
Good luck.
Press, please. Let us through. Coming through.
We have a couple more comments before we go.
High Priestess was saying they're discriminating against the boomers, lol. And then the last comments here, were we were asking Carol Mommy about the Yahoo and AOL friendly. So it's just in case that's why she didn't get the email. I do have a Yahoo for some stuff.
Carol,
Joe Fitz saying,
mommy.
took it, but haven't gotten an email either.
Okay, y'all
Okay.
let me know though. Let us know. We'll talk about it next week. We'll come back to this because we're always learning here at Sexual Frequency. We love to have you guys on. Thank you everybody for joining us. We hope that you learned something. And also, please do us a favor, support our sponsor, D Slaps Beauty Bar. Y'all gotta go get that milk bath, that mani, that petty. Come on, complimentary
Go get spoiled,
mimosas, not just regular like mango. Okay,
Yeah.
like that's on some special shit. They
Right.
really do want to fucking pamper you. Like they are let them cater to you,
Yeah,
baby.
and spoil you. Mhm.
Let them. Yes, they are located in Torrance, 24401 Hawthorne Boulevard. Get the treatment that you deserve with D Slaps Beauty Bar. We also have their information up on our ticker on YouTube. We appreciate you all for joining us. Take that erotic blueprint quiz, up level your intimacy, and we're gonna end the show like we end it every week with I always trip up on this part. I don't know why. I need to do some exploration on why I trip up on this. But we're gonna end the show with let me take a deep breath. The words of my mama, my ancestors. Play with yourself every night so that you know your body and you know what you like. This is Goddess Lore.
Rick rocks.
Eric Devante.
Signing off on Sexual Frequency. We shall see you next week.
Same time,
9
yo.
p.m.,
9 p.m.
baby. Don't be late.
Have a good weekend, y'all.
Woo!
Yes. Oh, there it goes. I was like, what happened? If y'all are still joining, oops.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, you muted me?
No.
Oh, okay. If you guys are still joining us on YouTube, I don't know, Eric, if you could stay a little longer, but we do something here called Pillow Talk, where you guys can ask us any questions that you want. We're here just for a couple more minutes. Pillow Talk. You guys have any questions for us on YouTube? Let us know if y'all want to know the story of my fucking hickey. I will
Hey.
definitely let you know. Can you see this? This is
Wait, where?
this whole thing right here.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
I want to know.
That's intense.
what
Listen,
happened.
I got this hickey and it was non-consensual
Oh.
because this bitch eczema did not ask me for permission to show up on my motherfucking body. Okay. Like,
Damn.
No.
Wow, that got
was
me.
good. You
That
got
was
me.
good.
Yeah.
I was like,
I was just like, damn, who did this? Let's go fuck them up.
Right. No consent. We're taking our earrings off, bitch. We got you. Like seriously, I've never had eczema in my life. This is like maybe the third time that this appears, but like the worst that it's been. It's like really big and it's like super fucking itchy, and I hate it.
I get it. I deal with eczema, so I understand. Especially in the fall and winter seasons because it gets colder and drier.
Yeah, it's drier.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mhm, mhm.
So what do you do? What are your remedies to?
What do I put on there? I started going to the doctor for like topical ointments because they're
Mhm.
really good. But what else do I do? There is this soap, actually, it's amazing. It's
Mhm.
called Pielsana, Pielsana.
Mm.
It's like $7 on YouTube, but you can get it at any like herbal remedy shop.
Okay.
Amazing. Use it for like 3 days. Gone.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to get that because
Mhm.
no, this
How long has that
bitch
been?
gotta go. This has been here maybe like a good 4 or 5 days.
Wow.
Oh yeah, get the soap. It'll be gone.
Yeah, so I'm like, what is my body doing to me? My back's fucked up. I got eczema on my neck. Like, and then, so here's the thing too. I had a session with my therapist,
Mhm.
which had been a couple of weeks. And for those of you who don't know, my therapist is like a 70-some-year-old Jewish woman
Mhm.
who I didn't know, but in conversation ended up coming out that she's a sex therapist also.
Mhm.
So she actually asked me, she's like, oh, have you seen the Sex, Love, and Goop on Netflix? You should really watch it. And she wanted to go in depth with the couples. And I'm like, is this my therapy time? Excuse me. We need to focus on me right now and
Right.
not like this problematic show. But she's like, maybe you're stressed. You have a lot on your plate. Maybe take some stuff off your plate because I have like a lot of schoolwork that's due in like 3 weeks.
It could be that.
Tis the
Not
season.
me contemplating taking another course that would start in like 2 weeks. I'm like, I could totally do this.
Why would you
Wow.
set yourself
And
up like
my
that?
therapist's voice is like, take some stuff off your plate. And I'm like, no, this course sounds amazing. I could totally do this. And then I'm like, no, because I had signed up for a different course that started this week,
Mhm.
but it's based out of Australia.
Mhm.
So the time was like Wednesday at like 9 a.m. And I should know this because my courses for school are Australia, the time in Australia. And why am I waiting for the course to start today? And I was like, bitch, your course was yesterday. It was
Ah,
Australia
shit.
Wednesday, which is like US Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I was
Wow.
like, maybe my therapist is
Are
right.
they 16 or 18 hours ahead? 16?
I don't know.
18?
Whatever, like 3 p.m. here is 9 a.m. for them.
Hey Siri,
like the next
what time
day.
is it in Australia?
There you go.
It's 5:12 p.m. in Canberra, Australia.
5:12.
Damn.
So do the math. I'm not good at math.
That's too far ahead for me to
Yeah,
even
that's a
begin to think
long.
about.
That's a long
17.
time.
17 hours.
17
No,
hours.
No.
No. What time is it right now?
Right now
it's 10.
19?
What time is it? Oh,
Yeah, 19.
yeah, 19 hours. And I fucked that up. And
I'm
I was
like
like,
using my
oh,
fingers like
hell no. I know, me too. And I still couldn't get it.
Yo Fitz comment. I was like, hold my hoops and my poodle. LOL. Guys.
I
was
know,
the first-
because these people out here giving hickeys. It's
Right.
not-
Trifling.
Wait, so you did sign up for it and you missed it, or do you?
Yeah, I signed up for it and I missed it. And now it's like I have to catch the replay.
Mhm.
And the whole fucking point of this is like live speaking, like on like computer interface. So like
Mhm.
Zoom or
Yeah.
whatever, like getting your message across in the most like the best way. And I'm like, not me missing this shit fucking live. When it would have probably been good for me to be on this shit. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like 5 weeks, but
Okay.
still. And he was like, we were wondering where you were at. And I was like, bitch, how about an email?
Right. That's a
Like,
lot to keep up
hit
with.
me up on my phone.
For
Hello.
Man, fuck that.
Is it once a week or is it?
It's once a week and it's like 5
Mm,
weeks. So,
okay.
it's quick and it's not like there's homework. It's more about just learning tips to be like embodied when you present and,
Mhm.
all that kind of stuff. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Well, I
that's
mean,
me.
at least you can catch the replay, so
Yeah, I can.
that's good.
But it's like when you're trying to learn tips on how to be
Yeah,
live, it'd be
well,
nice
yeah,
to be able to
yeah.
ask questions.
You're just gonna have to set your reminders in advance. Like every time you get a
Yes.
date, ask Siri and then set a reminder.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I had to put it in my calendar because I had them for Wednesdays. And I was like, bitch, it's Tuesday. So let me just cross this shit out, go to Tuesday and write it in there. It's all good.
You got this.
I do. We all do.
Period.
We all be going through some stuff, especially with the holidays coming
Yeah.
up. They can be tough for people.
For real.
I'm choosing the path of least resistance and I'm just going to go with the flow. I'm not going to try to hold anyone accountable for any unrealistic expectations.
I'm
around
going with the
holidays.
path of Kwanzaa where I make all my shit and give it to everybody.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. I was kind of financially forced.
My finances twisted my arm and I finally agreed.
I was like, Kwanzaa, it is.
I love that. There's something about gifts that are just made by hand, though. Like, same like with me, my finances. My son went to a birthday party. He's 13, and I was like, "Hey, what are you gonna gift your friend?" And he's like, "I'm gonna make him a drawing because he really likes my."
that's
And I was
cute.
like, "You do that?" And so he Googled how to say like happy birthday in his name in Japanese. And so he did that, and then he did like a family of bunnies. I don't know. It's like their thing now. And then this little fool, like, oh my gosh, he's 13 and he's in the 7th grade, and it could be 90 degrees and he's wearing a fucking flannel. And it drives me motherfucking insane. And he's out. I don't feel weather. It doesn't feel hot. He has long hair, long curly hair. So I'm like, bro, pull that shit back. And he's just like, I'm fine. Why did I pick him up at the birthday party? I did not see him take a hat with him and sunglasses. And he's walking to the car, like all fucking cool with his hat and his black mask. And he's putting his sunglasses on. I'm all, look at him with his little swag. Okay. Like, I gotta give him props. He's doing the thing. He's finding his his identity. Yeah, his groove. I like it. It was cool, but he did the drawing for his friend, which I thought was like really sweet. And his friend was like, I love that, and better than getting him a gift card or whatnot.
Absolutely.
So, I'm for the Kwanzaa gift.
Yeah,
I can do it handmade. What are you gonna give? Like, do you have ideas
I don't
that
know.
you're gonna make?
I'm also not a crafty bitch, so I really don't know what to think. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best.
Draw a card. There you go.
Do not let my friendships be defined by the gifts that you get, okay? Because I don't know. I don't know. I do not know.
That's too funny.
Like, I'm not good at that, but I gotta make it work.
Listen, you could just say like, I'm asthmatic. I can't use strong adhesives.
right. That for my breathing.
I'm limited in my crafting abilities because of my asthma.
That's a good one.
They'll take that, and if they don't like that, they never cared about me.
I mean, they should care about your health first and foremost.
Right.
Absolutely.
Which
My younger son, what was this, yesterday? I picking him up from school. And so we're talking about the holidays, right? Oh, the holidays are coming. And then he's like, Mom, are you planning on being in the hospital again this year for Christmas? And I was like, this little mofo. I had COVID. I was in the hospital last year for Christmas. And I was like, bro, I did not plan to get COVID. That was the last thing that I wanted. I'm not planning on being in the hospital. I plan to be home for the holidays. Like, he's a little savage.
Was he being a smartass, or was he really concerned?
I think it was a little bit of both. Probably more concern masked with like sarcasm. He's 7, but yeah, he definitely was like, he's always fighting with me. So I'm sure the way I saw him in the back seat was like, are you planning on being with us for Christmas? Because last year you wanted to be alone in the hospital.
Oh my God. Damn.
That's how I perceived it. It wasn't how he said it, but my mind went to like, this little savage. Oh man. Okay, we're gonna wrap up, guys. What is Yo saying?
Yo was saying, Primo, so good to see you. Lore, I miss you so much. This was a great episode with a bomb guest. He had that flow on lock.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And then I am living for the truth. That is coming out your mouth tonight.
Yes. We love it. We love you, Yo. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
This was Pillow Talk, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye, guys.
Adios. Besitos. Shout out to Yo, who's in Nashville.
Yeah, shout out, girl. Good job, Prima.
Love y'all. Bye.